I just walked into Abercrombie for the first time since middle school. Where are all the hot shirtless dudes? What happened to them? Why did we get rid of them?
All the good men got played, so now all they do is just work, scroll TikTok, chill, and ignore people. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, where are all the men, like the good, real men at? Where are you guys?
I know, where are the men that like want to take you on a date? Like,
I
I don't need,
come in my DMs,
right?
please.
I don't need dinner though. See,
No.
you know how some people like first date they want dinner? I don't want dinner for the first date because I want to be able to talk without food in my mouth.
Yeah, even like when guys suggest movies, I'm like, why would I go to the movie theaters with you on a first date?
No, exactly.
Why?
Like you and I
Just
could
sit
go
in
to a
the
movie
dark,
because we know
like-
each other now. But
Yeah.
when we first met,
No, I want to talk.
Women nowadays will literally be like, I can't find any good men. There are no good men left. And then they'll be like, I just need 6 feet, about like 6 inches, and like 6 figures.
Even if this video was just meant for fun, it's still another case of men acting like women have impossible standards so that they feel better about themselves when they don't meet them. And it bothers me because these guys are acting like women are looking down on men who they would consider less than perfect. But have you ever heard a woman talk about a bum who she's in love with? Because she'll make every excuse in the world for why that man is incredible and just misunderstood. So let's say, for example, that a man has no job. She's not going to let you sit there and call him unemployed. No, she's going to tell you how it's probably because no one ever encouraged him and that he's going to be able to do anything he sets his mind to once she just believes in him. You're acting like women will only date men who make 6 figures, but I know women who are working 2 jobs with full insurance and a 401k who are dating men with 60 cents in their bank account because she thinks he has potential. I don't know how you can act like women will only settle for rich men anyways when most families are living paycheck to paycheck and can't survive on one income, because I think that means they married for love. And don't even get me started on what's between the legs, because there are women in 30-year marriages who have never successfully had a no, and you're gonna act like women are out here throwing the whole man away because of his size? Because I don't think so. In fact, there are women out here faking O's so that the men in their lives don't feel inadequate, and yet you're gonna act like we're out here bringing measuring tapes to our coffee dates? And sure, when it comes to height, maybe some women do have a preference for men who can reach the top shelf or the cookie jar, but that's all subject to change. If he's a good man with good qualities, then she may just fall in love and try to convert the whole world talking about how we love a short king. Listen, the truth is that even you don't believe this nonsense, because if you really believed that women had impossible standards, then you wouldn't be telling them to pick better men at every opportunity. So when I see videos like this, I realize that they're usually not mad about what women want. They're just mad that women don't want them.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Okay, so serious question. If we're not going on dating apps for dates, where are we meeting men? And where are we meeting men in which we'd actually want to go on a date with? Where are all of the good guys? Can someone enlighten me? Because whatever I'm doing isn't working.
In today's dating landscape, many men feel overlooked and undervalued by modern women. Let's explore some key comments and their implications, shedding light on the current state of relationships. Modern women are constantly chasing after the alpha males and completely ignore the genuinely good guys who don't fit that mold. The growing trend where women prioritize stereotypical alpha traits such as dominance and physical attractiveness over more meaningful qualities like kindness, loyalty, and stability. This often leaves genuinely good men feeling invisible and undervalued, despite their potential to offer meaningful, long-term relationships. The moment a woman starts listing her must-haves in a man, I already know she's not interested in who I am as a person. The focus on rigid checklists of desirable traits can lead to a transactional view of relationships. Men feel reduced to a set of criteria rather than being appreciated for their unique personalities and qualities. This approach can prevent genuine connections from forming and foster a sense of superficiality in dating. It's frustrating when women expect men to be their providers but aren't willing to contribute equally in other aspects of the relationship. Traditional gender roles are often criticized, yet some modern women still expect men to fulfill the role of a provider. This expectation can be frustrating for men who seek a more balanced partnership where both parties contribute equally to the relationship's success, whether financially, emotionally, or domestically. Women today seem more interested in their Instagram followers than in building a real-life relationship. Social media's influence on dating cannot be understated. Many men feel that women prioritize online validation over meaningful, offline connections. This focus on maintaining a certain image or status on social media can detract from the effort put into building genuine, lasting relationships. Whenever a woman says she wants a man who can handle her, it usually means she's not willing to compromise or be considerate. The phrase "handle her" often implies a desire for a man who can tolerate or manage difficult behavior rather than seeking a mutually respectful and harmonious relationship. This mindset can lead to conflicts and misunderstandings, as it places an undue burden on men to constantly accommodate rather than fostering a partnership based on mutual respect and compromise. It's demoralizing when women dismiss men's struggles as insignificant or not worth discussing. Men often face societal pressures to be stoic and self-reliant, making it difficult to express vulnerabilities. When their struggles are dismissed or trivialized by women, it can exacerbate feelings of isolation and frustration. A supportive relationship should acknowledge and validate each partner's challenges, fostering empathy and understanding.
I often get asked, where are all the good guys? There are no more good guys out there. Good guys don't exist. This is becoming a bit of a theme lately. Now, as a psychotherapist, I can confirm that there are many great guys out there. I've had them sat in my office and I have worked with them. The problem is the great guys, the good, kind, caring, authentic guys, tend to get caught up in toxic relationships, often with narcissists. So these guys are difficult to track down because they've often been pinned down and they've been so abused that they're not able to get out of that relationship and understand and get into a healthy relationship. These guys do exist, but sometimes, ladies, you've just got to be patient.
In today's world, there's a growing sentiment among men that they've been misled by certain women. A therapist even confirms this, acknowledging that many good men feel betrayed and have chosen to avoid relationships altogether, opting for movements like MGTOW men going their own way. It's a common complaint that feminists often overlook good men in favor of toxic individuals they later criticize. This behavior leaves many decent men feeling used and discarded when so-called chads and tyrones move on to other women. The irony is clear: while women may complain about toxic men, they often chase after them, leaving good men in the dust. The modern dating scene exacerbates these frustrations. Many women seem to prefer alphas leading some men to adopt a player lifestyle. This shift is fueled by disillusionment with women who only seem interested in casual relationships or are unfaithful. Videos and online discussions amplify these issues, revealing to men the harsh realities of modern dating dynamics. Many men now hesitate to commit, wary of being taken advantage of again. Some men, feeling betrayed, have turned the tables. They embark on revenge tours, playing the field themselves to even the score. This retaliation stems from the belief that for every woman boasting about her exploits, there are numerous men unknowingly part of her roster. The situation has reshaped men's perceptions of relationships. There's a growing preference among some men for younger, less influenced by modern feminist ideals. This preference reflects a broader disillusionment with the complexities of modern dating and a desire for simplicity and sincerity.
Can someone tell me where I can find a decent, loyal, funny, good-looking guy around here?
Ugh, not another one. All right, let's try it again. And you know what? I'm just going to give a cursory mention to the friend zone, because I would bet money there are tons of guys who meet all those criteria you listed that are sitting in your friend zone, or were, but you didn't give a second glance to because they just didn't check all the boxes. And that's the real issue. Because you see, there are tons of great guys, guys who are funny, guys who are loyal, guys who are good looking, all around you. The problem is, to you, they're just not funny enough or good looking enough. They're not perfect. And that's the problem. You expect perfection. Or as you often see on here, women have raised their expectations. Or sometimes they'll phrase it as, we've raised our standards. And of course, they blame men for not meeting them. In fact, today's women take great joy in making videos mocking and ridiculing men. I mean, it helps to get clicks, views, and likes, right? The thing none of you seem to have realized is, that's a huge turnoff for men. And it's why they're walking away from y'all. We get put down enough by society. But now the women who supposedly want relationships with us, think it's great sport to make fun of us. How's that working out for you? The other thing y'all can't seem to realize is that it's become a huge risk for a man to approach you. Back in the day, women often laughed and mocked at men when they approached them. And from what I can tell, having talked to guys recently, it's not only still occurring, it's gotten worse. And believe me when I say this, when it happens to a guy enough times, and it does, he's like, why bother? But even as bad as that is, it's not even the worst possibility, because there's enough of you out there who will scream at us for doing so, who will claim we're harassing you. Thanks, but no thanks. So where are all those great, funny, good-looking, loyal guys now? They're home playing video games with their buds, or they're out hunting and fishing with other guys. They're out enjoying life, and not dealing with all this drama. And more importantly, not having to deal with the complete and utter lack of respect that today's women have towards men. We didn't create this situation, but we are acknowledging it. And the best fix for us is to simply walk away. I mean, men never really got much out of the bargain anyway, but today there's literally no benefit to being in relationships anymore. Not a one. So I'm sorry you can't find the guy you're looking for. Maybe y'all ought to get together, stop disparaging men, making fun of them, and take a hard look at those expectations. Standards you've all set. Because you can't meet your own standard. So demanding that guys do is just plain silly.
There's a noticeable trend where women seem to prioritize tall, good-looking, funny, and strong men, a combination that's often seen as the ideal. But where are these perfect men in reality? The truth is, this ideal is more of a fantasy than a common reality. Because comedians are men who have had physical shortcomings and realize that they have to stand out to get attention, so if they're naturally funny, they develop that skill. If Kevin Hart wasn't funny, which made him famous and rich, he'd have no chance of dating attractive tall women and being a player. That's life. That's what men have to do. A short woman, if she's good-looking enough, can be a shorty for an NBA player. She doesn't have to make six figures or be funny or famous as long as she's not annoying and is decent to hang around. Cities like Portland, Oregon, are often portrayed as utopias for feminists, but can be challenging for men who don't fit the mold. There's a sentiment that these cities can be overly progressive, sometimes at odds with traditional masculinity.
If you guys live in Portland, where are the men at? Well, Lord knows they're not going to approach me when I look like this.
The tall ones.
The tall, handsome, funny, strong,
men of
tall,
Portland.
handsome, strong, specifically, strong, tall, funny, handsome enough, hilarious, strong,
tall.
Where are they?
Name a bar.
Name a bar, we will go.
Ron Tom's.
If you
Yours.
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 I am not going to yours to find a man. Unless it's yours.
Not Life of Riley.
Fuck no. Frat boys.
Anybody?
River Pig, I don't believe that that's where the men are. Two wrongs, that's not where my man is.
This disparity can create tension and dissatisfaction among men seeking more conventional relationships. Man wants to live in LA or Florida, where hot thoughts are in bikinis at the beach by the thousands. Another comment, why would a strong, tall, handsome, funny, attractive man live in Portland? Exactly because he doesn't exist, that's why. Or if he did, he'd have a rotation of tens. Only what do these females think that these top mythical men will like them? They're acting like it's a show-in or a guarantee that all they have to do is find these men, and these mythical men would be fawning over them. She's a basic __ with an attitude problem. Females like her are a dime a dozen. Good-looking tall men are only loyal to virgin 18-year-olds. Why should they be loyal to a 304 who can't pair bond, who will eventually want to go back to the streets or think she can even do better? In today's dating landscape, the average woman is seen as having accumulated the best qualities from various men. This can create unrealistic expectations for regular men who may feel they can't measure up to the physique of a professional athlete or the charm of a wealthy comedian. The average woman gets the best out of many men and thinks she can build her perfect man, and it doesn't work that way. Top comment says, where can I find a single woman with no kids, baggage, stretch marks, her own income, her own home, and not crazy? Exactly, most men's demands are choices a woman can make, except she doesn't need to have a job or her own home, just be fit, friendly, no kids, no baggage, no stretch marks, and as close to 18 as possible, and as close to a 0 body count as possible.
Where are all the good men that don't cheat? Where are all the good men that still respect women to understand that they don't deserve to be played with, lied to, and manipulated? Where are all the good men that want to prioritize their family, their girlfriends, and the people around them that matter? Where are all the good men that know the sacrifice of a woman when she's at home with the kids or she's making a house a home and they appreciate it? Where are all the men that are happy to go to work every single day knowing that the home and the house that they built is because they sacrificed time away from their children? Where are all the good men that are trying to balance work, a romantic relationship, their kids, trying to do all the right things and still feel like they're falling short? Where are all the good men that understand that women can be crazy, but you love them anyway? Where are all the good men that understand that things are not always going to be easy, but they're not going to go out and cheat or be out in the club to fill their ego instead of making it work within their relationship? Where are all the good men that still have integrity? They do exactly what they say they're going to do and they never fall short. Where are these men? Because according to women, there are no good ones left.
Where are all the good women who deserve such a man? Exactly a little tip for you bed wenches and post walls. If you have to ask where are all the good men, it's because the good men are avoiding you witches.
Where are the men that actually care about emotional connection?
Well, the first place that some women should look that are actually asking that question would be the friend zone. You know, that place that a lot of women put men that actually show them kindness, consideration, and understanding. Try looking there first.
Like, where are the men that actually want to build something with their person?
And the second place that some of these men will be found will be sitting quietly in their homes, enjoying the peace and tranquility that comes with being single.
Like, where? Where are they?
One's not going to find them up there.
Because I don't understand. It's just like that's long gone. Emotional, spiritual, and mental connection is completely fucking gone, apparently.
No, it's not. But a lot of women forget that part of actually finding that connection would involve listening to their partner, not just their partner having to listen to them.
And all they really care about is physical attraction and gaining physical attention. So
that might be in large part due to a lot of women only being focused on a man's finances.
I don't know what kind of world we're living in, but honestly, if someone is not willing to connect on a mental, spiritual level, like, it's just not happening. I'm sorry.
We are living in the kind of world that modern feminism has created.
There's a common belief that many modern women are drawn to men who appear less interested, interpreting their lack of commitment as a sign of desirability and options. However, once a man does commit, there's often a shift in dynamics. Some women may lose interest, feeling that the man has changed from the person they initially fell for. With these, females are addicted to the drama like a dog chasing a car. Once the dog catches up to the car, it doesn't know what to do. Same thing with these used up females. Once they actually get the relationship they want, their thought brain short circuits and gets a 304 error message instead of a 404 error message you see on computers. This is why I say they don't qualify for a relationship, because they don't know how to be in one, nor would they appreciate it.
This is a very vulnerable video because I just got done having a mental breakdown. But to all of my single gals out there who like live on their own and like get all of their stuff for themselves on their own, I am proud of you, because I am one of those people and it is so hard sometimes. Like, I feel so secure in being single and being on my own, and I really enjoy it, but the hardest factor of it is money. Like, it's so hard to feel so good being single, but wish so badly that you just had, like, a partner to be able to rely on a little bit as well. Like, you guys could both rely on each other when it comes to finances and stuff like that, like rent, groceries, just anything. Like, it's honestly so hard sometimes seeing my friends who are pretty much all in long-term relationships and living with their significant others. And meanwhile, I just made a spreadsheet of like the things that my money goes towards, because I'm looking for a new apartment, and apartments are so expensive right now, especially just to live alone. Like, why do some places want you to like cough up over $2,000 for like a 300 square foot apartment that's like a studio apartment? It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I should be able to support myself on my income and be able to afford my rent, but I can't, because all of you crappy landlords out there want to charge literally an arm and a leg for me to be able to have a roof over my head. Anyways, the point of this video is just saying, for all of you girlies out there taking care of yourselves, I see you, because it is not easy to do. And I don't know, any girls who are out there being able to do that and like being able to pay their rent and also occasionally do things that they enjoy, or maybe treat themselves to something every now and then, how are you doing it? How are you doing it? Because I think I might be at my breaking point.
Maybe
There's
good
a
men
perception that
aren't
many
showing
women
up because it
prioritize a
seems
man's
like all you
paycheck
care
over
about
his
is the
personal
good man's
qualities,
paycheck
which
than
can deter
actually
good
him
men
as a
who
person.
prioritize financial
And that's the thing.
responsibility and
Most good
long-term
men
goals
don't
like
want to
owning
rent
a
an
home.
expensive apartment because
This
they're
can
saving
lead to
up buy an
frustration when
actual
women
house,
switch
or
partners for
they're
what's
actually
perceived
paying
as a city
mortgage
girl
off.
lifestyle, potentially
Maybe
missing
should have
out on
thought about this
stable,
before
committed
dumping your boyfriend
relationships.
so you can go through
For
another
feminists and
HOE
women
phase
who've
and
navigated
live
various
that city girl
relationships,
lifestyle.
there may be a realization that
Anyways,
many good men aren't
feminists,
interested due
you
to
had
past
your chances.
experiences.
You ruined
This
them,
reality
so
could
now
mean
it's time to
accepting
live
a
with the
different
MGTOW
dating
reality that
landscape and
most
its
of the good men
consequences.
don't want you.
I'd love to
You
hear
have
your
60
thoughts on
more
this.
years of crying
Share your
about it.
comments below and don't
As
forget to like,
always, I
subscribe,
wish you
and hit the
tremendous
notification bell for
success.
more content.
Now it's your turn.
Thanks for watching.
What do you think?